Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Broncos going up against the Raiders. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. They come out here in the eye. DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but a guy carrying a really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Staying on the ground with Washington. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
We ready? Wide and yay.
On the toss play, this is Washington. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
We ready? Red 18.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
We ready? Wide and yay. Hey, we're going to rally. Come on, baby. Alert. Alert. We ready?
On first, here's Washington. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The starting offensive unit now coming up on your screen. Who are we highlighting, Charles?
DeAndre Washington out of Texas Tech, the leading rusher in the Big 12 in 2015. I don't think he'll be utilized much as a lead ball carrier. He'll be a terrific 3rd down back. Catch the ball in open space and create big plays.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Carr gives it off to Washington. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Malik Jackson is very steady and awfully productive.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay. All right, here we go. Wide and yay.
Carr going to throw. Pass incomplete. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington, and that'll make it third down.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Zebra. All right, here we go. Wide and yay. Wide.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. Zebra. We ready? Hey.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Hey, we're going to rally. All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18. We're going to rally. Zebra.
On second down, Washington. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A group of Broncos there combined to bring him down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down.
Here we go. We're going to rally.
Now Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
We ready? Wide and yay. Wide on, baby. Alert. Alert. Right. Zebra.
First down and goal to go from the 7. Now Washington. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. Here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay. Zebra. Zebra. All right.
And the play clock's running down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Their big tight end. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play, because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
This is taken at the 23. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Hey, we go rally. Rally. All right, here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second down, fall.
All right, here we go.
Throwing now is Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Zebra! Oh, baby, alert! Alert! Here we go! Wide and yay! Wide and yay!
Shotgun now for Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On fourth down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On second down, here's Bortles. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Taking it about the 36. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9.
We ready? Red 18. Zebra. Zebra. Hello, baby. Alert. Alert. Here we go. Ready.
They pitch to Washington. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Black 58, rail. Black, so. Here we go.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for the speedy Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out here in the eye. It's Washington trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Murray the lone setback. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third and long, it's Bortles. He's under pressure, and they got to him again. Mario Edwards in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
We ready? Wide and yank.
Carr now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
We ready? Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a potential turning point as they'll get late in this first half. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before half for Bortles. Going up top, and it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up. Third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can have a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Orris and Crowder there, and it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Nine yards to go. It's 3rd down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They come up in an offset eye. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. In motion goes the tight end. They run with Washington. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. To Washington. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They'll come out in the pistol. Carr to throw on second down. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just want to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
We ready? Red 18, zebra. Zebra. We ready? Wide and yay. Wide and yay. Zebra. Zebra.
Time running out here on the play clock.
We ready?
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. It's caught by Clive Walford. And he's brought down. And he'll get 17 yards there. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the I. Now Carr throwing on second down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
All right, here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay. Zebra. Zebra.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And they'll go on the ground. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Now Bortles throwing on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Two yards to go here on third down. They'll come out in the pistol. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And his throw here's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Blue 45. Ace.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too tackle him.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Green 90. Green 90.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with the former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Here we go now.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Bortles got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
All right, here we go. Wide and yeah.
On second down, here's Carr. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Turns, hands to Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw, Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football, but the guys on the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
A handoff for Washington. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they're operating in the red zone. Washington on the right side toss. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Denver getting set to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. One receiver left, two to the right. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for two and try and win it right now?
And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now here come the Raiders. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. Carr to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw his car. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd down, 8. First throw of overtime for Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll give it to him right up the gut. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
I guess you don't wear a Super Bowl ring without taking some chances. Gary Kubiak going for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Gary Kubiak's guys denied on fourth down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Carr, he's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's third down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Carr to throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline And they're going for it on fourth down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And it is incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Bortles to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
So 5 yards remain now, still first down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll go with a ground attack here. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
On second down, here's Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And here we go on first and goal. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their third and final stoppage here in overtime, and we'll be back. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good